Hello everyone, myself is Megha. So today in this class let us discuss about the kinetic theory of gases. So during 1840s many scientists recognized that heat is not a substance but a form of energy that can be converted into other forms. Heat can produce mechanical energy and mechanical energy can produce heat. Therefore, the reason the heat energy of a substance is simple, the kinetic energy of atoms and molecules. So the concepts that matter is made up of atoms or molecules which is continuously random motion is called kinetic theory. So kinetic theory means the study of the behavior of gases is called kinetic theory of gases. The kinetic theory describes a gas or a large number of submicroscopic particles such as atoms or molecules, all of which are in constant rapid motion that has randomness arising from their many collisions with each other and with the walls of the container. So kinetic theory explains macroscopic properties of gases such as pressure, temperature, viscosity, thermal conductivity and volume by considering their molecules compositions and motion, and the experimental relationship between the pressure, volume, temperatures of gases were investigated by many scientists in the 17th as well as in the 18th centuries. This early experiment resulted in three laws, that so called gas laws. So gas laws means that is including the Boyle's laws, Charles law and pressure law. The relation connecting pressure and volume at a constant temperature, that we are going to call it as Boyle's law. The relation connecting volume and temperature at a constant pressure, that we are going to call it as Charles law. The relation connecting pressure and the temperature at constant volume, that we are going to call it as pressure law. So this Boyle's law, Charles law and pressure law, that we are going to call it as gas laws. And behavior of gases can be studied in terms of macroscopic variables as pressures, volume and temperatures. And next subtopic is assumptions of kinetic theory of gases. So assumptions of the kinetic theory as the gas molecules obeys Newton's laws of motions, etc. And the ideal gas and the real gas. Ideal gas, the various gas laws obeys like Boyle's laws, Charles law and Gauss describes the interrelationships between the pressure, temperature and volume of a gas. The combinations of these laws gives as an equation that we are all familiar with, the equation that is PV is equals to nRT, that we are going to call it as ideal gas equation. And ideal gas means gas which obey the ideal gas equation rigidly for all the temperature and the pressure are called as ideal or perfect gas. So no gases or exist. So that we are going to call it as ideal gas, and gases which do not obey the gas laws at low temperature and high pressures are called real gases. And next we have the Maxwell's laws of distributions of velocity, and we have to derive the derivations for that. And next one we have the degrees of freedom. We are all familiar with the degrees of freedom. The degrees of freedom of a particle is defined as the total of independent coordinates required to specify the position and the configurations of the particles in space completely, or the number of directions in which particle can move freely is known as degrees of freedom. And in the degrees of freedom we have three degrees of freedom, that is monoatomic, diatomic and triatomic molecules. So monoatomic means the molecules of a monoatomic gases have only translation kinetic energy. Since the molecule of a monoatomic gas can have the velocity along x-axis, y-axis as well as in the z-axis, we say that monoatomic gas has 3 degrees of freedom. So the degrees of freedom of system is given by F is equals to 3n minus r, where F is the degrees of freedom and n is the number of particles in the system and r is the number of independent relations among the particles. So for the monoatomic gas we are going to substitute that n, that is number of particles in the system, is equals to 1, and r, the number of independent relations among the particles, is 0. F is equals to, then substituting this n is equals to 1 and r is equals to 0 in the above equations, that is 3n minus r, we are going to get F is equals to 3. So the monoatomic gas has the 3 degrees of freedom. So monoatomic, the diatomic molecules have 5 degrees of freedom, hence we are going to take n is equals to 2 and r is equals to 1. Substituting on that we are going to get it as 5, hence we are going to call diatomic have a 5 degrees of freedom. Here we have a molecules have diatomic translation as well as the rotational kinetic energy, whereas in the monoatomic we have only the translation kinetic energy, whereas in the triatomic molecules we have both three rotational and three translations. And in here, in a triatomic gas, gases like H2, H2O and H2S etc. has three atoms in it, and the triatomic gas molecules may be linear or non-linear. So for a linear molecule, that N is equals to 3 and R is equals to 2, and substituting we get the 7. And for non-linear molecules, N is equals to 3 and R is equals to 3, so hence we are going to get 6. So the triatomic has 3 translation and 3 rotational. And principles of equipartitions of energy, and we have the derivations to derive further. And here we have half mu square is equals to half me square is equals to half w square, that is going to give it as half kT. So therefore the average kinetic energy associated with each degrees of freedom, that equals half kT. And for the derivations of u is equals to 3 by RT, for the derivations, we have to prove the derivations, hence we are going to express it in expressions for an internal energy of gas. It depends on temperature only for an ideal gas. And for mean free path, so mean free path is represented by lambda. For mean free path lambda, that is between two successive collisions, a molecule travels in straight line at uniform velocity. On an average, it travels a definite distance called the mean free path, that represented as lambda. The average distance traveled by a molecule between two successive collisions is known as the mean free path lambda. If S is the total distance traveled by molecule and in n collision, then the mean free path for lambda is equals to S divided by n. So that lambda for mean free path formula is given by S divided by m. So S is the total distance traveled by a molecule with n collision. For the expressions for mean free path, so expressions for the mean free path, we have to derive the equations, and hence we have to find out that lambda is equals to kt by root 2 pi d square p. Whereas the real gas, we have the expressions, and then we have to calculate the critical constant of gases. There are three critical constant of gases. One is critical temperature, that is Tc, and critical pressure, that is Pc, and critical volume, that is Vc. So critical temperature Tc is defined as the maximum temperature at which a gas can liquefied by the increase of pressure alone, and critical pressure Pc is defined has the pressure applied to the gas at its critical temperature so that it gets liquefied. And for the critical volume, that is Vc, is defined as the particular volume of a gas as its critical temperature so that it gets liquefied. And hence we have to derive for the equation for critical temperature, critical pressure and the critical volume. For critical volume, that we are going to get it as Vc, that is equals to 3b. And for the critical temperature, the equation is given by 8a by 27 rb. And for the critical pressure, we have the formula a by 27b square. And for the coefficients of van der Waals equations, that is also derivations part you have to derive, and hence have to prove that B is equals to RTC by 8PC. And units of the van der Waals equations, and we have calculations of most probable velocity, and we have that is the derivation part, and calculations of arithmetic mean velocity, that is also derivation part, and calculations of RMS velocity, that is also derivations part. And hence for RMS velocity, that is root mean square velocity, C is equals to root of 3 kt by m, where root 3 is given by 1.732 and 32, and root of kt by m is the RMS velocity, formula for the RMS velocity. Hence this is about the kinetic theory of gases.